Today we'll be wrapping up our music theory series, Band Academy. Previously, we talked about how to differentiate between the 12 keys of music and how to draw the different key signatures. If you haven't watched it, click here. It will be helpful for this video. Now, we will be showing you how all that information combines to form what are known as major scales. Here is what a scale sounds like. Doesn't this sound familiar? These scales are the basic building blocks for compositions of music. For example, Memories by Maroon 5 is in the key of B major. Major scales make up so many of the popular songs that we've all grown to love. So, how is a scale formed? But before we go into how to form these scales, it is important we know what tones and semitones are. A semitone is a step before or after a note. Not sure what I'm talking about? Let's use a keyboard diagram to illustrate it. For example, if you go a semitone up from D, you will get D sharp or E flat. But if you go a step down, you will get C sharp or D flat. On this note, a tone is essentially two steps before or after a note. For example, from D, a tone above would give you E or F flat, while a tone below it would give you C or B sharp. With this knowledge, we can now introduce the major scale formula TTS, TTTS, in which T stands for tone and S stands for semitone.
All 12 of the major scales can be built up using this formula. Let's take C major for example. We go from C, then a tone up to D, then another tone to E, then a semitone to F, and all the way till C. Now we have our first scale, the C major scale. Now that we know how to form a scale, let's try this with G major. We start from G, A, B, C, D, E, and F sharp, then G. In this case, because this is a sharp scale, we should use F sharp instead of G flat. Also, each scale should only contain one of each letter, so we can't have G flat then G. Now, let us try one last scale. G flat, A flat, B flat, C flat, D flat, E flat, F, and G flat. However, as we can recall from the circle of fifths in the previous video, this scale can be named as either F sharp major or G flat major. In the case where we refer it as F sharp major, we have to build our scale from F sharp, and all the following notes will be written in their sharp and harmonic like this. Likewise, it is important to note that even though technically E flat major and D sharp major sound the same musically, the theoretically correct term would be E flat major because it is a flat scale. Now that you're equipped with the knowledge, it's time for a short quiz. Question 1. How many steps make up a tone? The answer is C, 2 steps. Question 2. What is the formula for the building of a major scale? And the answer to this question is B, TTS, TTTS. Now, for the last question, list out the notes of the C sharp major scale. And here are the notes of the C sharp major scale. And before we end off, here's a recap on today's lesson. Firstly, we learned how to use the keyboard diagram. Next, we also learned what a tone and a semitone is. And lastly, we covered the scale formula which helps you derive the notes to a major scale. With this, we have finally come to the end of the last lesson of our music theory lesson series, and we hope that you've managed to learn a thing or two. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We hope to see you next time.